What up, my freaks? RuinousInsight here with part 56 of my Total War Warhammer 3 modded Malekith and Naggarond Inc. campaign. To reward our loyal customers, Naggarond Inc. is rolling out its new dismembership point system. Earn dismembership points by purchasing products at any of our participating retailers. If you have enough points at the end of the year, you will be entitled to retain most of your limbs. Naggarond Inc. Misery on point. So as we saw last time, we continue getting nice battles against the vampire counts as Crone Hellebron has taken Averheim and even suffered a little bit of damage in her army when doing so. Not a lot of damage, mind you, but it was a fun, nice fight, as in worth our time. Averheim itself will of course be traded, as will the rest of these territories, but we're helping our dear Empire friends out, and we'll continue to do so while we wait to enter the endgame and fight the Wargrove of Woe, which is why Hellebron is here in the first place. Anyway, let's get right to it. Malekith, I do believe you had an important job to do, which is to take the Oak of Ages, and I believe... yeah, this is garbage. It's all tier 1 units. I guess it's a low tier right now, so I guess we're gonna auto-resolve the Oak of Ages, sad though it may be. We're also, I guess, free to sack it. Not that we really need to, mind you, but as I understand it, the Oak of Ages has neither public order nor money it can make, so we're free to do anything we want and then occupy it. And there we are. Yeah, no public order, none of that matters. We don't even need to demand highborn hostages, do we? I guess we'll go into read Dark Portents if we... well, there's really nothing else, really, is there? Alright, read Dark Portents it is. And what does this actually do for our faction? 100 logs, 3 growth for all provinces, not much, mind you, but, you know, stacking with all the rest of the stuff, and a little bit of income from all buildings as well. Cute at this point, considering we don't really need that either. Then there's a couple other things that we gotta do. I believe I was going to rush some construction, namely I was going to rush you, Temple. We're still over 1,000 in terms of slaves, and then we'll grab another one of these Sons of Murder here, Harpies of Naggarond. Not gonna be very useful, but I don't care. And then these two can join this new army, and then, well, we'll use them for purposes. Alright. Otherwise, let's keep moving everybody else around. Hellebron, you're up next, and I guess you can take the Moot? Go ahead and take the Moot. I mean, we could go down here and take Steingart, but we can send somebody else to do it as well. I'd rather move on towards Castle Drakenhof, and Templehof to a degree as well. We will loot and occupy it as well once again, just to keep ourselves nice and topped up. We can't build a special building here anyway, but we will build the, let's say, Artisan's House for our allies to get some use out of. Go for demand highborn hostages for now, don't collect the income, and we're good. Just gotta make sure we trade these territories away before they rebel. That's also a lot of enemy heroes out there. Huh. Did they leave the army after we destroyed the army and survive, maybe? Kind of odd that they're all kind of congregating in one spot, isn't it? Well, either way. Malice, you've also got places to be, and you're marching on towards the Turtle Gate with the help of Fern Harvest here. Hopefully before Deathmaster Snitch gets there as well. Fern Harvest, I think we can send you up in March Stance as well. And I see some USAC are congregating around here as well. I do have to wonder whether the northern provinces will be able to get another army up and running, but I guess we'll see. With 2 territories and both of them being gates, I don't know how the money will work, because technically you have that base income, the background income, which the AI should be using as well, in theory. And yet, we've noticed that the Avalorn High Elves are not doing anything with it, are they? As in they have the Eagle Gate, but they don't generate an army, so I'm not entirely sure how that works. Anyway, you can continue. Oh, hello. A shipwreck, eh? I'm not sure I want Morathi to grab it and damage her army, considering she doesn't have a Death Hag, and thus doesn't have an easy way to recover her HP. You know what, I think we'll ignore it. We can maybe send Admiral Yorn to grab it if needed, but I'd rather not risk Morathi's army right now, because once again, we're trying to travel down to trying to travel down to the heart of the jungle. I kept wanting to say the Bowmen of Orion, which I guess isn't technically wrong per se, it's just not the name of the province as so much as it is the name of the territory anyway, or the name of the faction anyway. Sharky, you're supposed to proceed to the Monolith of Catan, but I think you're still too damaged to do it properly, so you're gonna go over here and continue raiding for a little while. Maybe we do need to get you a Death Hag after all. I mean, you have plenty of shades. One Death Hag couldn't hurt. Maybe even a Death Hag. Well, the problem with that is we wouldn't be able to hide you. I'll think about it. Anyway, Jaden the Troll Vanquisher, you're going the same place as Marathi is going, so start moving down here. The both of you, please. And oh, you can't travel as far, can you? Actually, you can travel fairly far still. Never mind. And what is this, a mysterious island? Well, you can grab that as well. And I guess aggression for you. Crimson Death and the Bloody Red Spot. Oh, I haven't seen this one. Oh, actually I have. It's just a long time since I have. That's not bad. Not that we have any use for it right now, but it's not bad. Alrighty. And you guys stay right there. What do we have here? Ah, some lizards. And they don't really hate us. Who are they fighting and who are they friends with? They're friends with the Last Defenders and friends with the Order of Lore Masters. Not friendly with the Awakened or with Khemri. Which means, let's see, how many territories do they have? They have 8. I guess we have to choose lizards or Khemri in general. I mean, it's not like we have to necessarily align with them. Let's go for non-aggression pact and military access. And then I want them to join the war against Avalorn. Okay, that wasn't enough. How about Goldtooth? Okay, Goldtooth works. And anybody else? How about Wintertooth as well? Though they'll be done for soon. Okay, they don't really want to do Wintertooth. They want 12,000 money for it? Sure, go for it. Alright, and that should keep them nice and friendly. Moving up to 122. I like it. And then we'll try to do the, I guess the same thing with everybody else, including the Last Defenders and including the Order of Lore Masters, which was part of the plan in the first place. Alrighty, let's keep going. So Marathi, you are good. Sharky, I just moved ya, sort of. And Rakarth. The question as to what to do with Rakarth is kind of, I guess we just keep him here and we have him attack Oishul with the, yeah, but I want to get rid of those damn Skaven plagues, so yeah, I guess we don't have much of a choice. Rakarth, that's you then. Barsathar, you're obviously going to stay near Rakarth, and frankly, you're still very badly hurt. Man, you do not heal at all. Damn. Alright, let's send him to Mangrove Coast. Maybe he'll heal a little bit better there. And I know it's because of the yellow territories with the minus casualty replenishment rate that they do, but still. Damn annoying. And okay, now you can't reach it, then you're just going to raid and hopefully heal fast enough. Alright, Erdathane, however, you will move. We're gonna first send you to the Svel Cargo, but I would like you to actually get some fights going. This is obviously not an army that we've seen in action, and I damn well want to see it in action. We could send it to Cathay. Does that really do anything for us? Well, you know what? Maybe it does. Maybe it does, just not this way, but this way. And then send it to this sea lane down here. And then, assuming we ignore Torellosaur, we can sail up the coast like this. Oh, it's gonna take a long time to do that, too. Damn, everybody's so far away. But I don't see any other options. I wonder if there's a Skull Island nearby to at least try this army out, but I don't see one. I guess Tzeentch might be closer in theory if we start fighting him. Although on the other hand, he might not. You know what, let's start sailing down the coast. I guess we're going to try the sea lane. It's not super far. And who knows, maybe there'll be a Skull Island here as well. Alright, Erdathane, good luck to you, my friend. Hopefully you find yourself a battle. Let's continue. Sharky, Jaden, Rakarth, Thashelre. Ah, yes. And I gotta be kidding me. Skaven Plague? Ah, you're gonna get that Skaven Plague, aren't you, Thashelre? Thashelre will probably get a fight this episode. Or this very turn. Or, no, not this turn, but probably this episode. You can't quite reach the King's Glade, unfortunately. Wait, what? You can? Oh, you can't reach it in first strike. You have to use a regular strike. Are you sure, though? Wait, let me just see here. Can you switch to first strike? No, you cannot. Alright, I'm gonna leave you there at the Shelray, and we will probably attack with you. And just give me a second. It depends on if we find a better battle or not. The thing is, we're going to get a ton of battles against the Wood Elves, obviously, as the endgame approaches, or during the endgame. And this has no garrison because these cowards ran away, fearing the shell race, so I'm kinda, about it, I guess. Akanet, you are also staying here. Go to the Waterfall Palace for now. And we'll probably use you to attack either Findal or Death, although that might be a little bit too tough for you by yourself. I mean, these guys do have proper garrisons. Gonna have to give that some thought as well, though it won't be this turn either way. Let's see, Akanet, that was you. Lokir, you're up next, and you are still a little bit damaged, but probably not so damaged that you can't deal with whatever you need to deal with here. Go and take out Dodbat. Oh, look at all these camps out here. Auto-resolve. And hopefully eat those captives, or whatever the Dark Elf version is, though I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, Shades eat other Dark Elves, so why wouldn't they eat Ogres and whatnot? And Temp, you can follow along as well. You know what, why not bleach a little XP as well? Alright, you are now at Amble Peak. You are going to destroy it for us in a second. And I guess we can raise Karakazorn. Oh, wait, no, Karakazorn is part of this. Huh, I wonder if we can build something at Karakazorn or not. It doesn't look like it, though. Either way, we do want you... Parthok, I was hoping that you could reach a Loke here, but it looks like you cannot. Alrighty, well, annoying, but not a big deal. Auto-resolve this, please, and it's gonna hurt, but I don't think there's any other threats here. I'm tempted to loot... Nah, but the public order here is already problematic, so don't bother. Shield of Grond for Temp, but Temp, you don't actually need anything. We'll be deleting you very shortly, as soon as Loki no longer has any use for you. I guess we could make this a military territory, actually. You know what? Yeah, we'll use the Mountains of Morn for military purposes. Mainly just capacity stuff, as in not to build anything of the economic variety, because clearly, once again, we don't need it. Anyway, Eladan, you are not yet ready, but you will be in the next few turns, I think. Vashas is good. Furion, Beastbinder, you're up next. Yes, you are heading to your position for the endgame, so please head on out. And was I not going to give you a sorceress? Yeah. We'll have to take one of the units away from here. I guess it'll have to be one of the Harpies. Sorry, Harpies. But we have a Harpy follower army, so we don't necessarily need you in this particular army, alright? Anyway. Fairy, which fairy are you? Are you one of the ones that needs to move? Yes, just not this turn. Alright, so we got another admin, which has a bunch of stuff for some reason. Oh, you're Vashus's admin. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Killian Canemarked, I got tricked by you yet again. Mave, still waiting for those Skaven to either turn on us or for us to turn on them, but it ain't happening yet. Bane Canemarked, I guess you can hit Needling. Should be an auto-resolve there. We'll go for... who's next after this? Lots of administrations. Damn, the list went away. Low casualties. Well, there's some defenders there, but nothing crazy. Certainly not worth a fight, though. Damn, you guys got a lot more hurt than I thought you would. Oh, and this army doesn't have a Death Hag. Well, we'll loot and occupy either way. Let's see how you're at. Yeah, it's gonna take a few turns to heal that up. We'll have to be a little bit more careful with this army. Alright, let's pop you into Read Dark Portents, then. As in this territory. If nothing else, it'll help us out in terms of allowing us to heal a little better on this army, since it can't do so, and we don't have an easy way to build any Death Hags here, especially since we're not keeping any of these territories. Alrighty, you're good for now, though. Alrighty, back through the list. Did I forget anybody? Ginash Canemarked, I believe you were next. And you're heading up north, all the way up north. You got a long, long way to travel. And everybody else, I do believe, is good. I do think we still have to check our admirals. Not you, though. Sort of you. You're just staying here and waiting to see if you can take the Longship Graveyard before Castalton can. No guarantee, however. Admiral Leech, you are good as you are. Admiral Moksha, you are good as you are. Canavale, we have moved. And then Amhas Life Quencher, can you move or no? No, you're recruiting stuff. Alrighty, well, that's done. So now we have two options. Option 1 in the turn as it is. And then fight next turn. I mean, it's not like we're in a hurry with the Shell Wraith. Then again, I mean, she hasn't gotten a lot of fighting, and this may be her only opportunity to fight by herself, as in without the other army following along. Because during the endgame scenario, she'll need another army. Yeah, you know what, why not? Let's fight this. Let's fight this. And her army has a nice variety of troops, let's say. Here we go. Alrighty, here we go. The Shellray deserves to get a nice battle going after all, though we did already name a settlement to the Shellray's triumph, but she has become one of our main lords for acquiring the Sword of Cain for Mr. Malekith, and then being willing to sacrifice herself, and yet surviving to transfer said sword. Anyway, here we go with our piles of units, the Death Hags and the Master, together with the Blackguard in the center, and then on the flanks, just ever so slightly, the Executioners as well. Once again, just like Malekith's army when he attacked Durthu's Waterfall Palace, the Firestorm heralding the arrival of the rest of the units. And probably, by the looks of the piles of corpses under this tree man, and doing a decent amount of damage. A little bit surprising that the tree man wouldn't take a lot of damage from a firestorm of all things, but it does make sense that obviously a vortex wouldn't damage a single entity like this, but you know, just it's fire, and you're a tree man. Anyway, while those units move forward, we have completely separated our piles of Sisters of Slaughter and Witch Elves, who are going to go after all of these units up this ramp. There's also an enemy Forest Dragon in the air, which has been surrounded by our 2 Feral Manticores, and of course the Shellray herself, who is riding her own Manticore at the time until she can unlock her dragon. And it does look like these 3 units together shouldn't have too difficult of a time bringing down a single dragon. We've used 2 Manticores in the past to bring down Terrorgeists, so let's say 2.5, considering the attack rate of the Sorceress will probably be, or attack capabilities of the Sorceress will be a little bit lower, are still just fine, and bringing one of those down. In the meantime, the Witch Elves and the Sisters of Slaughter will get to fight quite a bit in this particular battle, at least by the looks of it. And considering the last time we had one of these Cainite armies fight, we had mostly the Executioners do work. Speaking of that battle with Hellebron and the Vampire Count location, it's now time for the Sisters of various types to do their work. So taking on some Eternal Guard there, some Blade Singers moved in, although the Manticores helped out with that one at least a little bit. But we've got more enemies to find and kill and chase down. We will be taking quite a bit of arrow fire from their friends out there, who are fairly decently positioned on this barricade, but we should be able to reach them fairly soon, or even directly knock the barricade down. Gotta watch out as the various Witch Elves, and to a slightly lesser degree the Sisters of Slaughter, are very much vulnerable to missile fire, but they do so much damage so quickly that this barrier will fall just as quickly. And we can begin working through these Deepwood Scouts, who obviously stand absolutely no chance in melee. Alright, hunt them down and kill them all. They're going to try to escape, but they're too slow. And actually, how are they even trying to escape? The Madness of Cain should be upon them. There we go. Now they're not running, they're turning to fight in melee, and that's just not going to work out. Of course, while the Sisters of Slaughter and the Witch Elves have been doing their work through this particular area, the Blackguard, together with the heroes, have been pushing up the main thoroughfare here, and are going to move to this minor supply location to silence that tower shortly. There's a Glade Lord here as well. Well. Unfortunately for it, Witch Elves are pretty darn good at isolating and killing off enemy infantry lords. So we're at 3 minutes and 18 seconds. As soon as this thing gets caught, let's see how quickly it goes down. We've definitely seen Witch Elves very quickly deal this out, and there's a Master to help out as well. And let's see, you're down to half HP already in about 15 seconds. Not so bad, and we can just see that HP bar and drop very quickly. And it looks like you're routing already. shattered, in fact, already. And you're just about done. Alrighty, let's see what's left in this particular battle, though it looks like there isn't much. There's a few flyers, but we're chasing them around with our various Mant Corps, so they shouldn't have too much trouble. Another unit of Glade Guard about to be cut. Some Wildwood Rangers exchanging blows with some Witch Elves, which is kind of an interesting matchup, but I do believe that even if the Wildwood Rangers are a heavily damaging unit, this is definitely in our favor because all that armor piercing on them completely goes to waste by virtue of the relatively unarmored aspect or nature of the Witch Elves. And there we go, the Wildwood Rangers run, and with the Wildwood Rangers, so too do the last of the units on the field break. And the battle's ours. Fairly quick one this time around, but, well, I guess it was kind of expected that it was. The enemy ran away with its main garrison after all, so they were never going to survive. They certainly did damage a few of our more fragile Witch Elves and stuff, but with all the range units in the, on the battlefield, rather, that should hardly be surprising as well. Damn, 99 melee attack. Glass Cannon is certainly right, or they are the living embodiment of the concept. Anyway, close victory for us, probably by virtue of the damage dealt and maybe the mana expended, though I don't actually think we really relied on spells all that much in this particular battle. We had that Flame Storm, and then otherwise cast a couple of Cascading Fire Cloaks and Flaming Swords of Ruin, but didn't really rely on spell work to do the damage. Alrighty, there we go. Certainly not a difficult battle, but most definitely a fun one. I was especially happy with the fact that the Witch Elves and Sisters of Slaughter had plenty of playtime in that battle, as generally in these Cainite armies, the Executioners have a bad tendency to steal the show. We're going to occupy it regular style because we could take it at tier 4, and did we get the Plague? We did not. Okay, great. So, first thing, get out of the settlement and go into raiding stance. I'm hoping that this will reduce the chances of the Plague transferring to us. I'm not 100% sure on that one, mind you, but, well, that's what I'm hoping for. Let's immediately go into, I guess, demand highborn hostages, don't collect income, and I guess we should build some stuff here as well. You know what? Let's immediately build the city tunnels and rush them, and once the Plague is gone, we'll delete them. Don't want it to spread after all. Then we will want to get, I guess, torture posts. Well, actually, no, if we never collect income here, the torture posts will not be necessary. So we could just go for the military structures, like the Dread Manse, etc., etc., etc. What are you missing that we didn't build here? Oh, we didn't build the city tunnels there. Makes sense to me. 5 turns of the Oh, huh. That's interesting. The Skaven Plague re-upped itself. It was at 4 turns, and because we took the settlement, it put itself back up to 5? Huh. Can't believe they found a way to make Skaven Plague even more irritating. Oh well. Next up, we did get a decent amount of slaves from that, and I wanted to rush Itza because it will enable us to build the Emerald Pools here, which we can also rush. And there we go. The Emerald Pools giving us growth, medicinal plants plus 100, and casualty or punishment rate faction-wide, which is really quite needed. You can also, in the meantime, build either the Tower of Dark Rituals or the Sorceress's Abode. I guess the Abode is probably the more necessary thing. And then these two will be unlocked afterwards. I wonder why this is here. Odd. Odd, though not super relevant. Anyway, I believe that was the last army that needed to move, so we're good to end the turn. Wait, what right do we have available? Oh, it's just a sacrifice to Cain. We'll save that for the actual endgame scenario to power up our armies as much as... I guess as much as we can. Probably not as much as possible, but as much as possible would require so much Witch King's authority to bump up all of the Heir of Anarian buffs, although maybe we'll be able to do that. Right now they cost 200 apiece, so we need 800. That's actually not that horrible. We should be able to save up for it. Anyway, Lord not moved, Heroes not moved, presumably. Building upgrades I did, and let's end the turn, and hope we don't get that Plague. And I really hope Malekith doesn't get the Plague. Admiral Canovale Grimgaze, how are you moving? I thought you weren't supposed to... Oh. Did I not move you? Huh. I thought I checked all the admirals, but apparently I didn't check Canovale. My bad. Oh, I didn't go all the way down the list, did I? I didn't check the... I didn't check the other admirals. Okay, Drajoeth the Ashen, you're still alive, are you? You want a trade agreement, do you? There's no need for this, because you'll be either dead shortly, or we probably don't want to piss off the Knights of Caledor too much, though they probably like us so much at this point we could trade with all of their enemies, and they wouldn't really care. And on the other hand, we don't even care that much about trading anymore because we make so much money. Alrighty. Shroud of Death, well, it's only 2 loyalty, and I think our loyalty is fine. Admin gains trait Assassin's End, kinda useless for you. Now I'll have his soul. Rod of Briars, I don't like Lamentations of Despair, so I'm not going to bother it. With it, rather. And I believe that's it. Alright, army receives... of course it received Plague, and we even rushed the frickin' thing. And it got the Plague. Well, that's a shame. And that is a crying shame. Fortunately, the Plague doesn't seem to be doing a crazy amount, but it is still quite the annoyance. Malekith, I want you to kill off Tevaril here. And auto-resolve it, and I do believe Orion's faction will be done. We didn't even get to see Orion. Huh. I was kind of banking on actually killing him off. But oh well. Overseer, Elf Servant, I did not mean to click you, Durthu. Alright, another Overseer, another Elf Servant, another Femere Balefiend. Sebetha has Cauldron of Blood. Mission successful, and that's actually nice. Yeah, Talzin destroyed, though only for now. They'll be back, I'm sure. I do like the mission successful because... What are we at here? 41 with Kurun. But we need to build the second level of the outpost before we can actually recruit anything. But we're getting there. Might actually be able to recruit something from them. Possibly. Now, Malekith, it looks like you cannot reach the Crags of Findal. We could move you past these territories and try to get you out. Look at that. These guys took Carrick Bufdar, eh? I was thinking about getting around and getting Gristle Valley and stuff. Well, I guess we could do that. So you're going to move here and you're going to raid. And, oh yeah, wow. Clan Angrand. Really quite in trouble, ain't you? Well, what can you do? And then we can march stance past Fort Saul and then into Gristle Valley. Not like we really are in a hurry to kill off these guys because, let's face it, they're just stuck here. They're not at war with us. I guess they could declare war and retake the Oak of Ages, but then they'd leave their main territories, so I'm not entirely sure that that would work out so well for them anyway. Crown Hellebron, proceed to... Ooh, no, wait. We can't have you proceed quite yet. We need the R&Ds to move first. And then we'll move to Schwarzhofen and whatever. I just want to make sure that the R&Ds get their job done because it's pretty critical right now. What are we at, by the way? 1105. Not so bad. I'd really love these to be at 1 turn, but, well, can't have everything. Out of these ones, we have buffs for Doomfire Warlocks, more buffs for Doomfire Warlocks, and Divide and Conquer gives us character XP. Meh. These are all 2. These are all, well... Casualties suffered from all attrition. You know what? Considering we may get plaguinated, maybe this is indeed worth it. Even if I've been neglecting to upgrade it so far. Let's get that. We'll probably ignore these 3, and then we'll go through the Doomfire Warlock stuff maybe, or we'll just go for the good stuff regardless of the fact that it is 2 turns rather than 1. Anyway, Hellebron, that doesn't change the fact that you will advance to Schwarzhofen. And Fort Oberstar is defended as well. You can auto-resolve this, obviously, and we will loot and occupy. Alright, another Overseer, another Elf Servant, and that's it. We will not collect the income here. We will repair this. The Moot will probably rebel if we don't swap it out soon. I feel like we can swap... we can swap Averheim to these guys, because we don't need it right now. But I think we have to keep this territory. At least for now, to allow Sokos Dark Path to recruit an army, I guess. Alright, Helenor, which is a fantastic name. Incidentally, this isn't our first Helenor, but every time I see that name, I'm very happy about it. Anyway, Crone Hellebron, you don't need to move right now. Druki Resources, why do you have so much stuff? Oh yeah, you're just the temp army, in the sense that we will probably get some units out of that army at some point. Caladriel Beastbinder, you're heading up north, sort of, to meet up with the...
predators come.
I gotta remember what I was doing with all of you. Supreme Sorceress of Shadows, eh? Ah. We have sorceresses on the way. Okay, I'll think about this. I don't remember which sorceresses were supposed to go to who, because we generated 4 here. 2 were supposed to go to this army. I think it's the first 2, and then the other 2 were supposed to go to other armies. Well, either way. Furion, Beastbinder, you are supposed to go up here as well. Astra is your sorceress. That I'm 100% sure of. Though a Beast Sorceress would be pretty decent here as well, considering the Phoenixes only have 30 armor. I'll think about it. I will think about it. We can always replace another Harpy if we wanted to put another Sorceress in there. It wouldn't be that bad either way. And they would be both flyers as well, so it would certainly fit in the army. Anyway, Galroth, Life Quencher, you are not fine as you are, because you're waiting for more sorceresses. Stay right here, but around the Witchwood, because that's where you'll be fighting. Malice Darkblade. Ah, you've reached the Turtle Gate. Lovely. Well, we will be attacking it, so go ahead and besiege it. And yeah, low casual, we'll probably fight this. Maybe we'll fight this one and just auto-resolve the second gate, because frankly, I doubt that they will come back. You can go right here as well. I don't know if you were in range, but there's like an iffy situation about the gates. Yeah, see, that's what I mean. It's trying to have Fern Harvest be the one to attack. I was trying to figure out how exactly you're supposed to attack the gate with 2 armies rather than 1. You try that again. Are you in range now? Okay, she's in range now, by the looks of it. Oh, lovely. We were actually probably not even going to need to or make use of them. Oh, right, we don't have frickin' Siege Attacker, so we'll have to do this. And then attack, even though this army can't even use those units. Malice, how don't you have Siege Attacker? Oh, it's silly. It's just silly. Anyway, Morathi, your turn up next. We could go for the island, but you know what? I think we'll just skip it. We're supposed to head to the Bowmen of Orion, and frankly, they're a ways away, so we may as well just try to hurry on towards them. Alright, I guess the same thing goes for you two. Whose territory are we landing in? I guess we could land in Talaqua. They're friends, at least. Alright, let's see who's over here, though, just in case. I do wonder whether the other factions have survived. Indeed, they have. Camry likes us, but that's hardly surprising as well. Alright, who holds the Bowman's camp? That's funny. The Wood Elves are dead there, so you guys aren't technically needed there. You won't be for a while. You know what, just hang out here for a while, I guess. I'm tempted to send them south towards Tzeentch, but frankly, well, I guess we could send 2 of them. Nah, but who knows? The endgame scenario should start next turn, right? Or not the scenario, rather, the whatchamacallit. End is nigh, meaning we'll have 10 turns, and we need to get back in time for the Bowmen. Oh, you're almost healed up, at which point you'll attack the Monolith of Catan. Fantastic. We also should move your hero this way, though. Alright. I did indeed decide to build one. Rakarthi and Barsathar. You two. I want you to head to Oishul, so you're going to move this way. Ooh, let's not move through the Plague territory, though. Move through Chupayodel. And Rakarth, you can do the same. And, oh well, is that a Doom Engineer or is that another? Okay, no, it's a Doom Engineer. Weirdly as it sounds, or weird as it sounds, I care about the Doom Engineers less than I care about those stupid plague, rats. They're just really annoying. At the Shelray, you have no choice but to stay here because you've been plagueinated and you're useless until then. Hopefully you'll have time to recover. Druki Resources, Akanet. I guess you're staying here for now as well. I don't want to declare war on these guys until Malekith is over here, just in case he's needed to bail everybody out. Barry, you... Where is Throg going? Is he perhaps going to Varg camp? Okay, I think we have to use Fairy to shadow Throg. Because, yeah, we don't know where he's going. And oh, it looks like the Longship Graveyard has been taken by Castalton. So what we'll want to try to do is buff up Sarl Encampment and trade it for Longship Graveyard. I don't know if we can accomplish it because the game seems pretty buggy and it's costing us way too much to get any settlement from any ally, but who knows? It might be a possibility. I'll check it out between the episodes. Anyway, who is up next? I really wanted Malice to fight there, but that's obviously not happening right now. Lokir? Wait, no, we weren't at Lokir yet. Oh, actually we were. That was Akanet. Hello, Care, are you near anybody? I guess you could destroy this camp and... Ooh, wait. Destroy the camp in a second, but let's get your heroes in your army as well. Let's do this. You are going to take Mr. Parthok in your army. And then... Damn, that's a lot of heroes, though. Wait. If you leave the army, can you enter the army again in the same turn? I don't know, and I don't want to risk it considering this army is hurt. We're going to get rid of one of the Reaper Bolt Throwers. This army isn't super reliant on them anyway, and we're going to pop Balthanol in here. There we go. Not that we need him in here either, just because I want Lokir to be unbreakable in town. It's so many heroes. Is it necessary? No, but it is. It's fun, so yes. Let's go for Enslave. That camp is destroyed. Another Organ Merchant. Another mission successful. Always nice as well. Near the Vale of Titans now, and are we trespassing? No, we're in our own territory. Lovely. Alrighty, what do the ogres have left? I see they have Karakazorn, which means we're gonna head back this way, into Amble Peak, I guess. Hopefully we don't heal less out there. 20 and 2. And 23 and 2. Lovely. Temp, stay right here. I don't know whether you can... No, actually you can't hit Karakazorn. You know what? Go right here. If they kill you, we don't care. I'll let them do so, and if they can't, then we'll be able to hit Karakazorn together with the Lokir in one turn, hopefully. Which will be fantastic, and then Lokir will start moving into the Darklands, not just sitting in the Mountains of Morn, because frankly, we don't care about anything in there. Alrighty. And that includes all of our, all of these buildings, rather. Lokir, you are done. Eladan Shadowheart, you are not up next, sort of. In fact, you sort of are up next. That doesn't change the fact that we will need to build you more shades of various types. We don't have enough space to build nothing but shades with dual weapons, obviously, so we'll do lots of different shades for you. Vashus Barbstorm. Ah, you actually do have to move. Alright, so you are going to want to move to admin. And you're going to want to take the stuff that's on admin, because obviously admin doesn't need it. And then you're going to want to move up north and then take the stuff that's on this admin as well, minus you two, which aren't needed. And there we go, and then the rest of the stuff will come to you via the other units. You also have the Bolt Fiends, because this is going to be one of our all-ranged armies, which is somewhat unusual for, well, myself when using Dark Elves, but nonetheless. I should have at least a couple of them. Anyway, Vashus Barbstorm is good. Killian does not need to move. Administrator, Erdothane. Mave still doesn't need to move because the Skaven have not yet declared war on us. Bane Kane marked. Now, I guess we're gonna have to sit and heal. Yeah, just don't move. He can attack Fort Oberstar, but I don't think he can take it without suffering so much damage. So one more turn ain't gonna do anything. And let's see, admin. There's something past the admins, I'm sure. Ginash Kane marked is supposed to move north, and will continue to do so now. Maybe out of the Stormy region, though. And lots more admin. Julialin does not need to move. And, okay, let's check the... let's check these guys. Starting with Yorn, you're fine. Vilal, we have moved because Longship Graveyard has been taken. Leech Granite Stance still does not need to move, but I do want to see how your recruitment is going. Looks like it's going fine to me. Moksha, you are... Huh? Ow. I couldn't see the other army behind this army. I was like, this? I was like, wait, did his other army disappear? And yeah, that was a frightening moment. Cano Vale, you're headed down here. Let's see if we can reach it in one go. Ah, we can't. A little bit of a shame, but once again, what can you do? That's okay. Oh, wait, no, we were not supposed to go in there anyway. We're going into this one. And Amhas is the last one anyway, so we'll do you. You, head on in. Not like you're gonna see any reason to hang around here anyway. Both of the Black Arcs will go out here and start raiding up and down the coastline. Maybe we'll find them some battles, but at the very least we'll be able to get to the eastern colonies and find ourselves another Elven ally, and an Elven ally at that we don't really care about in the sense that we can do a defensive agreement without worrying. Looks like Skarsnik is about to take a bunch of territories belonging to the dwarfs here. What I wouldn't give for competent AI allies. Not like crazy competent, but at least somewhat competent. Assassin, I have a job for you. Kill this guy. Or this hero. You failed. Oh, assassin. You had one job. Alright, back to the R&Ds. I want to end the turn, if possible, to see if the end becomes nigh, because that would be just swell. Though we're rapidly running out of time. I'm just wanting to end the turn, and then that way I can do the next turn's admin as well. And yes, I know, all the steel techs. Might as well steal more. But at some point the steel techs will be done, and I will never have to deal with that again. Alright, there we go. Stupid, stupid though it may be. Let's see, there's more R&Ds elsewhere. Some of them don't actually have the ability to steal right now. Also, I wonder how many more turns we have of the 100% chance success rate, because as soon as it's gone, this won't be nearly as effective a measure, as they will just start failing constantly. Ah, you guys. You're supposed to head somewhere, and I guess to Tzeentch we go. Alright, I take it these are these four, but who knows, it could be others. I gotta be honest, I'm very concerned about when we actually meet Tzeentch. Watch him immediately stop us in our tracks as soon as the endgame scenario rolls around. I would not be surprised at all. Ah, Tzeentch. Alrighty, Astra doesn't need to move. R&D, nearly done with the heroes, guys, and we can end the turn. That's you here, and I believe that's you here. Alright, and... there's another R&D somewhere. You are... oh, right, you're gonna go to Oishul. How many more turns? Okay, you're safe, though. Alright, that was the last hero and the last army. And I don't believe I besieged anything, right? Because if I did, I've forgotten about it. Alright, let's build up whatever... huh? Oh, I clicked on the wrong thing. Let's upgrade whatever buildings need to be upgraded, but it shouldn't really be that many, or at least I don't think it should. Conquata, you're probably missing something, and that is probably one of these buildings, either Harpy Roost or the other thing. Oh, you don't actually have an artisan's house. Considering this is a money-making province, even though we don't need it, I guess you can build the artisan's house. It's gonna bother me if we don't have it. And then you can... probably not bother with the slave slums, to be perfectly honest, but then what do we build here? What, another shade building? You know what, let's go for another Doomfire Warlock building, not just shades. We don't have enough Doomfire Warlock buildings either. Let's do that and that. I mean, technically speaking, we only have Doomfire Warlocks in one army, and it would be nice if we had at least one more. You're gonna go for the Artisan's House, and... what is that, everything? No. Plains of Shen, keep upgrading that temple, that very, very cheap temple, at only 600 or 700 gold or whatever it was. I just saw that it was cheap, but the actual amount left my mind immediately. You are going to go for the Harpy Roost, and then you are going to build another plateau of Dark Steeds, as this is one of our military provinces. Chakwa I'm not touching because it's an experiment. Then we will build you, Southern Sylvania. Nearly ready to end the turn. I guess we could build something here just for when we trade it to our allies. River Brienne Bordeaux, that's a nice upgrade. In fact, we should probably rush you immediately and upgrade that Bordeaux Valley, wine market rather, not valley, whatever. I was thinking of something else. Do we need the slave gate here? I don't know, maybe we do, maybe we don't. What's the likelihood that this place gets attacked? Probably not super high, I would imagine. But who knows. Alright, anything else? Come on, nearly there. Oh, that was Guanji Valley again. Guanji Valley always get me. We should also rush you. And we'll build another one of these and another one of these here. Oh, do we need... no, we do not. I was just wondering whether we needed the public order building, the torture post, that's the one. And it looks like we don't, at least not there. And this place will also be a military territory, so let's go... I mean, I guess we could just build all of the red buildings. And we probably will never get enough Halls of Ravaging to actually get any use out of Masters. Maybe we'll go for the Plateau of Dark Steeds here. And just make room for something. And I believe we're nearly done. Oh. Need something here as well, and it'll be growth. Forest of Chalon, Paravant, you're up next, and... no, there's still a few more, okay. And you can see why I do this between the episodes. Okay, we don't need to do anything but the guarded tunnels anymore. Amble, Peak, and Valley of the Horns. Oh, you already have the Den of Outlaws. Fantastic. You can echo that with the Den of Outlaws, and then you can echo that with a Plateau of Dark Steeds. Just go all military here, in case we need the capacities. Wurtbad, let's start upgrading you, though it probably won't finish before we trade it. But we shall see. Okay, there we go. Now, I really wanted to end this turn, so let's go skip, skip, skip. You're not moved. End the turn, and let's see if the end becomes nigh. The Shell Ray, why are you moving? Are you just gonna slightly move? Very, very slightly? Yeah, okay. Fair enough, the Shell Ray, fair enough. Druki Resources? Oh, yeah, okay. This Druki Resources is going to return to one of the military provinces in case something nearby needs an army of reinforcements. Although somehow I doubt that that'll be the case. Alright, well... Zatan, what are you gonna do? You're gonna... Oh, he wants a non-aggression pact. I thought he was gonna declare war on us, to be perfectly honest, but I guess he would be mad to do so, wouldn't he? Although, to be fair, at the same time, a few other factions have declared war on us when it felt like it would be mad to do so, and they still did it. Oh wow, Talakwa goes fairly far south. Alright, is the end... Okay, another Boots of Brachus? Alrighty, well you can't have too many Boots of Brachus. Wounded R&D, oh how dare you! We tried to assassinate you and you wounded one of our R&Ds. Rude. Grievous, Rhetorician, Wormhunter, Rhetorician, Evil Choirmaster, Degenerate Kettle Drummer, Evil Choirmaster, Elf Servant... Okay, that's enough. That's enough. Wow, okay, game. There really should be a way to accept all of those, but I don't want to pass all of the, like, announcements, you know what I mean? Army receives plague. What? Did you receive another plague? Did it re-up itself? Yeah, it's at 5 again. You gotta be kidding me. It's replaginated. Well, that's just infuriating. Journey complete, but damn, the endgame scenario has not started at turn 100. So it's between turn 100 and 110, so at any time between now and then, it'll begin. I guess I will end the episode here then. Next time we will begin the episode immediately by attacking with Malice Darkblade at Turtle Gate, and we'll see how all those Dread Knights fare. Otherwise, and what the heck are you doing? Otherwise, we will continue advancing everywhere, though we're nearly done with the ogres. The vampire counts will probably fall shortly, and I guess the next few turns, well, the turns are probably going to start accelerating as more and more armies are going to start sitting still as we end a few turns towards the end game. So stay tuned for closing in on the end. Don't forget to leave a like and comment. All glory to the algorithm, and thanks for watching.